We back.
Yes, sir. We got a couple of furry friends with us today.
We got two new four-legged friends with us.
Yes. This is Arya. We got Ayla over there. There's something else.
They're confused.
She knows it too. Her tail's wagging over there.
She's like, I know y'all bitches are talking about me.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, they're good dogs.
She's like, don't touch me.
Anyway. Welcome. You two. I know you're very excited to be in here. This is like the third time they've been allowed in the room.
Yeah, true.
We let them on the couch apparently, so whatever.
Whatever.
It's fine. It's all good. Anyway, today we're going to be doing a little drawing.
We are.
So if you didn't know, I did put out on all our social media platforms that we were going to be doing kind of a drawing to win a free t-shirt. T-shirt design is not even finished because it's going to be customized to this specific episode, which I think is pretty cool. You know, it's going to be, you only have...
Turn your mic.
I can't turn the mic.
It won't let you turn it?
Hello? Can you not hear me?
I mean, I can, but it's kind of light.
It's light. We had this problem last week.
But I think it's because it's facing down.
Really?
Live action blooper for you guys. Microphone malfunction.
Can you hear me now?
Go again.
Mic check.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you
I
can hear
think.
me? Interesting. Yeah, because like I can't hear myself anymore. It was going, and then now I can hear it.
There we go. I think that's better.
There we go. We good?
I think so.
All right. Train of
I guess
thought
we'll
completely
find out.
lost. Anyway,
that?
Customized T-shirt for the winner. We put all the names in that Bellina cup, red Solo cup right there. We're about to do a drawing, but first we kind of wanted to pick a few of the top comments and kind of discuss.
Yeah.
Just
So
a little bit, kind of.
We're gonna tell you guys. So we're gonna tell you. We're pretty much gonna do all the comments, right?
Yeah, we decided that we will do all the comments.
Anyone who participated and
Yes.
commented. So we'll say your first name and then we'll read your comment.
Yep.
And then after we do all that, then we'll do the drawing and stuff, and then announce the winner, and then we'll probably restate their topic.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
And we'll go right off the dome into...
And that's going to be the topic for this episode. So whoever wins,
sir.
Your topic is going to be this episode. And then, like Justin said, for the shirt and stuff, and we'll get all that. We'll get your T-shirt size and all that stuff, and get that.
Actually, after I do the editing, it'll pop up right now. Cool. All right. So we got a comment, Tyler. He said, I think you guys should do a topic about how youth sports help shape your life, which when I read that one, I was like,
I like that one.
I like that a lot.
I think we kind of touched on that in
last week's with Brandon.
Yeah, with Brandon.
Yeah.
So we touched on it a little bit.
You can definitely go more in depth with it.
Yeah, like if you haven't listened to that one, go tune into that one because it is a good one because we talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
We kind of rabbit hole down talking about like cutting players and winning versus participation.
Yeah.
We kind of go into that side of it, but we didn't talk as much about the other really good aspects.
The in depth of like, you know, the process and the character it builds into.
Yeah, and like life.
Yeah.
How you can apply sports to life.
Yeah. So definitely a good topic.
Yeah,
we'll be doing that one day, maybe today.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Actually, this next one is Brandon. So shout out Brandon for being a consistent supporter. He made the comment, and his comment was, next one you guys should talk about are hobbies you guys like to do with each other in your free time and things like that. So
for sure.
We definitely already did that.
It was kind of funny how he commented that.
And then like, like a week later,
their episode came out.
Yeah, it came out. So technically we already did it. But the cool thing is we can always expand
for sure
on that as well because we're very versatile.
Well, and I think we're always finding new stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
shoot, I mean, we got a gym episode coming up too,
Right,
which
exactly.
is pretty cool. Another one, Ashton. He said solid video, y'all. Keep up the good work. One of these videos, you guys should talk about your hardest learned lesson in life.
It's a hard one.
I read that one.
No
I was
intended.
like, yeah, hardest. So that's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
But we'll see how it goes. The last one that we'll kind of comment on, can't exactly do today, but if this person gets drawn, we do have a backup plan. We'll do the gym one.
Dope.
So, Brittany, she said, I think you should do an episode once Allie is back and have her on about women in the military and her experience going through basic and tech school.
It's a good one.
When I read that one, I was like, that's awesome. And then
It's a good one.
as time has gone on, COVID-19 has like
Changed
so much. So I want to like see like what she's gone through, like
Yeah, for sure.
through the COVID-19, which they just closed the military base again in San Antonio. So I can't visit her.
Ashton was just telling me last night.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna, for anyone listening, I refer to Ashton as Bubba. So if for those of you listening, if you get confused, like who the fuck is Ashton and who the fuck is Bubba, they're the same person. So he was just telling me last night that we were playing some Call of Duty last night, and because he's over in Guam, that's where he's stationed at, and he was just telling me that like a bunch of I can't remember who it was, but because they also have like a Navy base there as well, like kind of like same base he's at.
Yeah.
I think
Kind of like a joint.
Yeah, something like that. But he was just telling me like a whole new like squadron or something like had just came in, and they disobeyed like the base commander's orders to like not go out to eat and like go to bars or whatever, and like all like fucking 60 of them or something like went out to the bars and all got fucking infected.
No way.
Yeah.
The Navy, right?
I don't know. I can't remember if it was like a new, like if it was a new Air Force like squadron, or if it was I just know that I think they were like I said, like a joint thing.
I wouldn't doubt if it was Navy.
Yeah.
Allie's next dorm over was Navy, and they all got quarantined because of that.
So they all fucking just went out and
They don't. Yeah.
But he's been saying too, like it's a pain in the ass. Like he's been trying to like I won't go too much into it, but he's been like trying to get back into the gym, and like all the COVID shit over there has made shit sucky because you have to like schedule like a day in advance, like your gym appointment. You have to wear a mask, and it's like, fuck that.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done with that. I'm done with this
Yeah.
COVID-19 shit. It's for real, like pissing me off.
It's annoying.
Yeah. So, anyway, without further ado, would you like
Are
to
we doing it? Am I
do
doing
the honors? You sure can. Shout out Bellina Cup.
I'm scared.
You want to show off the logo on that?
Yeet.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Put that straight.
We're not doing a 4th of July Bellina. Totally forgot to promote it, so. Uh-oh, here we go.
I made a mistake. Who is it?
Who is it, Ayla?
Who's it gonna be?
Who is it?
Oh boy. Who is it? I know. Thank you.
She's quite the liquor.
Who is it?
Can you read that?
Can you tell me? Tell me. Who is it? All right. This is it. 3, 2, 1. I don't know that.
Some didn't work.
They can probably hear it. Yeah, can tell them.
Hey.
Tell them Bubba.
Oh,
Ashton.
shit. No way.
It's Ashton. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yes. Awesome.
The proof is in the pudding. There it is.
Proof is in the pudding.
Boom.
Hey, congrats.
Shout
Ashton.
out, Bubba.
Yep.
You won, brother. Let's go, dude.
Quick thank you everyone who did make a comment. You guys are awesome for being
And we're going
involved
to
in-
continue to do stuff like this, too.
Yep.
So don't, like I said, it was just continue to, I don't like the word participate. I don't like that word.
be interactive and
Yeah.
whatever you want to say. Just
Yeah.
we appreciate you.
Yeah, no, we do. So, but keep comments and stuff. We love the support. We appreciate it.
Ayla,
Does my beard taste good? It probably does because I got stuff
you
in
can
there.
just like shove her back. She's
Come on. Come on.
she's strong.
There you go. All right.
Anyway, so yeah, seriously guys, thank you. Also this will come out a little bit late, but we did already release our first merch drop. We got the logo. The logo is out there. It's just the logo tee right now. We got other stuff coming. We got the off the dome coming out. We've got unlock your character.
Mm-hmm.
whole bunch of them
Yeah, we
coming
got some
out.
cool stuff coming out.
Be looking for those. I don't even know when those are gonna drop because I'm just gonna randomly do it.
Yeah, so sounds about right.
But yeah. All right,
Dope.
so Ashton, solid video, y'all. Keep up the good work. One of these videos, you guys should talk about your hardest learned lesson in life. Now, this is some true life shit, bro.
It is, dude. It's hard.
You want to go first, or you want me to?
I'll let you start this time.
All right, I had a feeling that was coming.
I'll put the spotlight on you.
All right, so, small circles.
Yeah.
The best way to word it is you got friends, you've got real friends, you've got fake friends.
Yeah.
That was probably, oh man, this is tough, man. So, I dabble in a lot of different things. I tried personal training, I tried, photography, things
Right.
like that. I lost a lot of friends when I started doing things for myself.
Yeah.
And I kind of really had an eye-opening view on who's your friend, who's your fake friend, who are your real friends.
Yeah, for sure.
And when I started doing things for myself and taking care of myself, there was a lot of backlash towards me.
Yeah.
And when I started doing photography, I did stuff that I didn't really want to do, but I kind of rolled into that avenue, and I got a lot of promotion. I got a lot of money out of it.
Right.
And I got a lot of hate from it, and I got a lot of beef between me and my friends, and I also got a lot of new friends to come out of it, and I got a new job out of it too,
Right.
Basically, my hardest learned lesson in life is you got to keep a small circle,
Yeah.
because if you have all these friends, if you have, you don't know what their true intentions are.
Right.
And that goes even with family too.
Yeah.
You can say, family's blood, but and you're always going to be there for them. But sometimes you gotta keep them small. Got to keep it kind of cut off there too, because anybody in this life can be cancerous to you.
Yeah, straight up.
And what is she doing? Oh, there's a toy back there.
Oh, is that what she's doing?
Yeah. There we go. So I don't want to get too in depth with it, but
Yeah.
I've had to cut off a lot of friends, a lot, and actually I just had to cut another one off yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's
Which I've been telling you to do.
yeah, no, you've been telling me he's a fucking clown. He is a clown. So,
I think it's hard though because really what I hear, and I get it. I get it 100%. And so but what when I hear you talking about it, basically what I hear is
ooh,
it was a close one.
it was a close one.
So
Arya, good girl. Lay down.
pretty much is being able to cut people out of your life. So no matter how hard it's going to be. Right?
Yeah. You have to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be, take care of yourself, be selfish.
Because and I've seen it, I've been a part of it. People are fucked up creatures. So people want to be a part of your life when shit's going really good.
Yes.
Or the opposite. When shit's really bad, people want to come out of the woodworks and be there for
Savior.
you.
They want to be their savior.
Be there for you all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But then it's also this is the other there's no consistency there.
No.
Neither. Don't just fucking be there when shit's bad.
Yeah.
And don't just be there when I'm doing really good and
because you want to.
shit's
You want to ride the wave.
right.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side of it that there's that other. I don't even want to put a percentage to it because I'm not really sure where it would be. But then you have that other percentage of people that when shit's going really good and you're on the fucking wave and you're doing really good, they fucking hate you for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they like they want nothing to do with you, or they're jealous, so they start acting fucking different, and they start hanging out with other, you know, different people because they're like, well, fuck him, like he's doing really good, and but they're just stuck.
Yeah,
like they're still stuck in their life.
Huge jealousy.
Yeah, and then it's like when you get fucking knocked down, maybe something happens, you get fucking knocked down, then they're fucking running back, and then you got all these people again. It's like, no, fuck you. Like that shit irritates me.
Yeah. No, I think like, you know, I went through that a lot, man. It was a very hard, like, time too, because I was going through some shit, and I made mistakes. Like, no doubt, I'm not perfect. I made plenty of mistakes during that time.
Right.
You know, I had some bad judgment, very, very bad judgment calls that led to one thing and to another thing, and you know, that's that, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my mistakes and knowing my mistakes. I think that's huge. But I think I was in a group of friends, in a group of like a circle that it was basically like a cutthroat, like who's gonna be on top, who's gonna be the best, and it was basically like they wanted to cut you open to watch you bleed. They wanted to see you fail. Yeah. They wanted to see you make a mistake, and to be a part of that from shoot, man, like right at the end of senior year all the way up until the last couple of years or so.
And I think the biggest issue that people have is having it's kind of a blessing, it's kind of a curse, and that's how I see it through my eyes because I'm this way, but having a cutthroat killer mentality.
Yep.
And that's hard for people to adopt that mentality when it comes to this type of shit, to be like, fuck you, I don't like this, I don't like the way that you're doing shit.
Yeah.
I don't like whatever it is, your morals, whatever. Like, we're done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm removing myself so that I don't have to be around it, or I'm removing you from the situation so that we don't have to continue this shit because it's toxic.
And whatever the story is, someone's gonna be the bad guy.
Yeah, and so, typically it's fucking you.
You typically, if you're the one separating yourself for better yourself,
right?
It's selfish, but
people see that as like, well, he's just a dick, or she's a bitch, or whatever, right? Like that's how people see it.
Yep.
And okay, well, maybe while there's like some truth, because I can be a dick, I can be an ass. So like maybe while there's some truth in that, those people that are saying that are also the ones who aren't looking in the mirror and being like, well, I'm also kind of being a bag of dicks myself.
Yep.
So
it's huge if you can own your mistake, you know, own anything that you've done,
right,
and still follow through with what you're doing.
But then there's the other side of that. It was like, okay, like cool, I own my mistake, like whatever, and I'm gonna work on it. Mm-hmm. But then you have the people that they just do the same shit, and they're still being sketchy. They're still being fucking shady.
Yep.
And it's like I'm all for second chances.
Yeah.
I am. I'm all for giving people second chances and shit. But once that second chance comes around, and then now we're on like 3, 4, 5, like nah, I don't fuck with that. Like I don't. Once you prove to me the second go round that you're not gonna change and you're not gonna be better, like that's fine.
Yeah, that's it.
To hell with you. To the fucking chopping block.
Yep.
You're gone. And that's my mentality when it comes to that shit.
I need that mentality.
And it's hard for people to get that way.
Yeah, I gave all my friends so many chances. Yeah. You know, whatever it was, I admitted to my mistakes. I owned up to my mistakes. They forgave me. I got a second chance. You know, if I screwed that second chance up again, shit, yeah, throw me to the wolves. I fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fair. And that happened. You know, I did make my mistakes.
Right.
But there's been times where I've literally, like, times before I made my mistakes, that I gave them every opportunity to come back into my life.
And that's where the other side of it comes in, because then those people who, they see that. They're like, you know, for example, like, all right, like, you know, cool. Tristan's going to come back.
Yep.
He's going to come back.
Yep.
Like, we know that already. So we'll just continue doing what we're fucking doing because he's going to come back next week and the week after and the week after. Oh. And then they catch on to that and then they continue to use that and then abuse it because then it's like, we know he's going to be there.
Yeah. You become so reliable that now you're being used.
Right. And you give too much of yourself because like, you're like, well, I'm a good person. Like I got a big heart, which isn't bad. And you can have a big heart. You can have passion. You can be a good person, but you got to know when to cut that shit off and be like, all right, we're done here.
Yeah. So actually, Allie and I talked about this months and months ago. We talked about, you know, the meaning of wearing your heart on your sleeve.
Yeah.
Is it a sign of weakness? Do you, you know, someone says that to you,
right?
Do you define it as weakness or do you define it as, no, I'm all out there and I'm kind of all in no matter what? It doesn't matter, because I always had the view of I'm going to be there for someone no matter what, even if, you know, like they tear me down, I'm going to be there because I care. But I had to learn to change that.
Yeah.
And basically like, how do I want to word it? It's, you know, you have your heart on your sleeve, right? It's, I'm okay doing these things for you because I'm okay with it.
Right.
And you have to draw that line of what's not okay with you and what's not. So like, you know, for example, you say something silly, like, you know, when you first get your license, you're the first guy with a car.
Yeah, right? Everybody wants a ride.
Yeah, everybody wants a ride. This is literally like the high school BS, like drama that you might end up with if you high school viewers are listening. You're the first guy with a license. You're probably going to be driving around. So take a look at it this way. So first guy with a car, first guy with license. Everybody's wanting to go to lunch with you.
Right.
Are you cool with that? Because you got your car. Yeah.
Knowing that you have a license.
That's why.
Right.
You have the car, you know, when so-and-so, Johnny Boy.
Maybe you haven't talked to in 3 months, and now all of a sudden just came out the woodworks and is like, hey, I want to go get lunch with you.
And are you okay with that? You say, yeah, it's fine. It's cool. Whatever. I'm going to go to lunch. We're going to go get some good food, probably ditch class. It's cool. Whatever.
Right, whatever, yeah.
I got friends. Sometimes that's what it takes to kind of build some friendships, you know, having possessions, which kind of sucks. But
then over time, that builds.
Where do you feel used?
Right.
So, you know, you gradually, now it's 2 a.m. and your friend calls you and says, yo, I need a ride home.
Right.
And you're like, I got you. That's fine, right? You're being there for your friend. Now it's happening every weekend.
Right. And
you're being used for that car. You're being used because you have something that they don't, and they want to utilize it to take advantage of you.
Right.
Now that's obviously like
it's like super basic.
Yeah, super basic. Like it can get into incredible levels that like can tear you down
straight up
into depression, into anxiety, into, I mean, you can literally like fall from these. It's so cancerous.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I kind of fell into a whole fucking big ass circle of it.
Yeah.
And so that's my thing, is like, hardest learned lesson in life is keep your circle small, keep a certain few. And
I think the big thing is like really just find people that, and this is how I see it, but that are just fucking loyal and they're honest. Like, don't have people in your, and this irritates me more than anything. Like, don't tell me something
that you want to hear.
No, not even that. Don't tell me something to my face and be like, I don't like XYZ, blah, 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 blah. And then you fucking turn around a week later and you're doing what you just told me that you don't like.
Yeah, very hypocritical.
Or you come to me and you say some shit like, I don't like so-and-so, like they pissed me off, like they this, they that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're fucking hanging out with them a week later.
Yep. Like, I've had that plenty of times.
Like that to
plenty
me,
of times.
Well, you're not honest.
Yep.
Like
you're fake.
You're not loyal.
Yeah.
And like that's a big thing. And for me, loyalty and honesty in any sort of relationship, whether that's a friendship, family, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
they coexist. They have to be together.
And especially like I said, when it comes to like the friendship stuff and like it's just nothing irritates me more than that.
Yeah.
Like, and then and especially when I catch you in it, like when I catch you in the lie, like that. Like I said, that irritates me more than anything, because that just proves to me I can't trust you.
Yeah.
Like, I can't trust you, and frankly, I don't believe anything that's coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I see that.
Yeah.
And that's a huge thing for me when it comes, like, coming back to it, you know what I'm saying? When you have a tight circle and a small group of people, I don't need 100 friends. I don't need
It's not
all
necessary.
this shit. I don't need, like, do I know a lot of people, have a lot of acquaintances? Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need 15 real close people that I'm like, I gotta have.
Yep.
Like, I'm cool with my fucking 3 that I got.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I can live with that.
Yeah.
And I can live with the friendships that I've lost and moved on from, and that people, you know what I'm saying? And not each one is the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. Like, the friendships that I have moved on from, they're all different. They're all for different reasons. And it's not, I don't want people to think, if you listen to this, that it's just because that person wasn't loyal or that person wasn't honest. That's not every scenario. But have I been in that scenario? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's hard. But because you don't, like, so then it goes back to that point of, like, if you just stay in it, it just becomes a revolving door.
Yeah.
And then at what point are you like, well, this dude's or chick or whatever they're just talking out of their ass every single week. Like, then they're just like, and especially like if the red flags are there and the warning signs are there and you're telling yourself this is no good.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, you make the change. Don't wait for them to fucking make it, because they're not going to.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. It's, it's a huge reality check, just because, like, I don't know how many times I was like, it's a Friday night, literally waiting for my friends to, like, hit me up. Then I see them all together at a party. And you're like, damn, I'm sitting here, finger up my ass doing nothing because of them, because I was hoping that these friends would hit me up.
Right.
And I did hit them up. They didn't reply. They, whatever it was, it was like, back then that was like the worst fucking thing in the world.
Yeah.
And then it became a lot worse as time got on. And I always was just like, one more chance.
Yeah.
One more chance.
Right.
No, they didn't mean it like that. They weren't trying to do that. They were just in their own head. They're in their own,
right. You start making up shit.
Yeah, you start putting these excuses in
for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, straight up.
And that's on your side, like on my side, doing that. That's a sign of my loyalty. To them, but it was all faulty.
Well,
it was all
like
just.
I said, like it go like like with the whole loyalty thing. Like, I'm loyal to my people. You know what I'm saying? But I make it very clear, like, you fucking steer me wrong, that's it.
Yeah.
We're going to have issues.
Yeah.
And then you're going to see the fucking scary side of me. Like, straight up. Like that. And people have a hard time with that. People have a hard time hearing that and being like, fuck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But then you get the people out there that understand it, and they're like, it's not necessarily that, like, they're scared of you, but it's like, this dude is loyal to me. Like, and I value that in him. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to fuck that up.
Yeah, you're not gonna cross his line because you know his mentality. You know how real he is.
Yeah, straight up.
Whereas, like, you become that friend that's like a pushover that has your back always. Yeah. And you're like, fuck, I can use this dude whenever. Hey, you got a couple bucks?
And that's
hey, I need a place to crash.
I was gonna say, like, it sounds stupid, and I was like even thinking on way like lower terms. Like, I was thinking even like, hey man, you got some extra milk in the house I can use? Like, yeah. But like what you're saying, like, hey man, I need $10-15, something like whatever.
Yeah. You spot me for lunch today,
but you've been acting shady. You've been like doing all that shit. Like, the fuck, I ain't giving you $15.
Yeah, I ain't heard from you in 4 months, and then all of a sudden you hit me up. Hey, can I crash on your couch tonight?
Yeah, or that, because then that $15 turns into $1,500.
Yeah.
Like, no, fuck that. Like, no.
We discussed him at the gym the other day. I won't bring his name up. If I have to, I'll bleep it out. Yeah. But I told you about how he had some anger and popped one off. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, dude, he owes me like $200. I'm not getting that money back. But side note, whatever. Just same thing. Like, I hadn't heard from him in a long time. He borrowed some money from me because he was in trouble. Mm-hmm. I was loyal to him. In the end, he never paid me back, never hit me up, never distanced himself, and now look where he's at, you know. But on the other side of this, I get it. Yeah. I get that you have your own life. I get that you're busy. Right. I get that sometimes you just don't want to chill with someone.
Yeah, straight up.
And I get on the other side of it, like, fuck, I am in serious need of help. Like, this $15 will literally save my life.
Right.
So I get that, and it's like it's very a fine line where you're like, she's destroying that thing.
Yeah, she is.
This is what she does all day, though.
Really?
Yeah. But I get that we all have our own lives, and we have to be able to. And I think that's why when I say you have friends, fake friends, real friends, your real friends always got your back.
Those are the people. Those are the people that are in the circle.
Yep.
And they're at the fucking bar. Those are the people that are at the barbecue.
Yep. They're coming over on a Sunday afternoon.
Those are the people that are at the barbecue.
Yep. You got your fake friends, which cut them out. Just get rid of them. Just tell them to fuck off. Yeah. If it ends badly, whatever. They were fake to you anyway. So just give them a middle finger and roll with it.
On to the next.
Your friends, they're the guys you see, you know, somewhere. You're like, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? Good to see you. What you been up to? Cool. Acquaintances, I think, is the key.
Yeah.
Have all the acquaintances in the world, but never, ever let them use you. Right.
Straight up.
So like, it's like what we talked about a little bit with our podcast, what we're trying to do, having people be a part of it. If you want to be a part of it, you got to have a damn good reason to be a part of it.
Right. And I'm not going to beg you to be on it.
And I'm not going to fucking beg you to be on it.
Period.
This is us. This is what we do.
Right.
These two, they begged to be in this room. They fucking finally got it. But no, it's like on, like, for real. So like those acquaintances, like, yeah, you basically just have to, you have them, you know, whatever they need. She's loyal as can be to any human. She's got your back.
It tastes good. Oh, it's in my mouth.
You're crazy.
Thank you. Well, and it's like I don't even know what I was thinking. I was thinking something. I lost it.
Yeah, I lost it. She's distracting me. But no, I mean, if that's my hardest learned lesson in life, to keep a small circle.
Yeah.
To remain loyal, to remain honest to the small circle, then that's a damn good lesson. And I'm proud of it. I can say I'm honestly proud of learning that experience, losing those friends, losing those fake friends, losing even some of the real friends. You know, every now and then you're going to lose a real friend. I can honestly say, like, I'm very, like, thankful for that experience, because some people don't go through that experience. You know why? Because they're blind to the fact that they're being used every single day, and
they just let it happen.
Yeah. And then in the end, you know, they have nothing to show for it. They have lost. That's what they are. Lost. Yeah. So, hardest learned lesson in life for me. Keep your circle small, and
how's it going?
Yeah. Shit. That was tough, man. Yeah. Let me just, that was tough, because I was like very unsure. Yeah. I was honestly hoping for a different topic, but just because we needed to think about this one, but now spotlight is on you.
Yeah. I think for me it's
Ayla.
Oh shit. I think for me it's like understanding that shit in life happens, whether we want it to or not.
Yeah.
And
it's inevitable.
Yeah, and when it comes to that stuff, we don't get to pick and choose when it happens, where it happens, and why it happens. And I think when we grow up, like, we get fixated on things like, I'm gonna do this with my life, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then maybe we get there, right? We get to whatever point that we wanted to do, and then something happens, good or bad.
Yeah.
And for me, it's bad.
Yeah.
So when something bad happens, you're like, what the fuck, you know?
Any kind of reality check.
Yeah, and in
a way.
a sense, yeah. Mm-hmm. So just in a sense, like something just like bad just happens.
Yeah.
And it throws a giant fucking curveball into the plans, and now you're like, well, shit, now what? So I think it's hard, and I've gone through that a couple different times, and I'm going through it now, and it's really hard because I was at a point in my life where I was doing really good, and I don't necessarily want to use the term successful because success isn't something you just get and then it stays.
Oh yeah, you got to work for it.
Yeah, and it comes and it goes.
Yeah.
So I was successful in a sense, but like I said, I still had a lot of work to do, even though I was in a good place.
Mm-hmm. You were on the rise. You were building up.
Yeah, and then some shit happened, and now I was like, it felt like I took like 50 steps back. And I was like, fuck, now what? And so I think that's hard because like it you know, obviously down the line I'll talk more about it, but it did a lot of shit to me in the head, fucked me up in the head pretty bad, which, you know, like landed me in the hospital and all that shit.
Yeah.
So getting through it and trying to make sense of it, because, you know, like when it first kind of happened to me was back in high school when I found out that I needed Tommy John surgery, and I tore my UCL in my elbow, and I was like, fuck, like my baseball career's over. You know, college coaches aren't going to look at me anymore. It's all out the window. That, you know, I remember, you know, the night I found out, Bubba was even with me the night I found out, and I like freaking cried all night, and it was the end of the world, you know?
Yeah.
And I just couldn't understand why. Why me? Why did this happen to me? Mm-hmm. Why didn't it happen to someone else? And I just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
And
that's a scary trap to fall into.
Yeah. And then
the why me?
Straight up. Yeah. Because and then there's the thing you have to understand is there's going to be those points in your life where something happens and you're not going to know why. Mm-hmm. You may never have that answer. And you have to come to terms with that and just understand that. Because I do believe that everything happens for a reason, whether we know what the reason is or we don't.
Yeah.
Then, when it was that, I was able to kind of put the pieces together down the road once I got through my surgery and I got through the recovery and stuff and continued to play again. And I looked at it. I had a real bad like anger problem on the field before my surgery.
Okay.
And I would like blow up on coaches. I'd be blowing up on other teammates. Like I'd get tossed from fucking games, blowing up on the umpires and stuff like that. And I was quickly like on a downhill spiral. Like there was going to be no baseball after high school because I was going to ruin it for myself.
Yeah.
Fast forward when I, you know, blow out my fucking arm and have to have Tommy John surgery, that put me back on, leveled me out. And it was like, all right, that was like the silver lining and the blessing of like, hey, this brought you back down to ground zero and we got to build back up and we got to control that anger on the field and we got to hone in on that.
Yeah.
So that was that. And I was able to connect it. I found the reason. I found the why. Yeah. Right now, the shit I'm going through, I don't know what the why is. I don't know what the reason is. I may never know.
Yeah.
Because it's far more complex.
A lot, yeah.
But so I think that's been really hard in moving forward and trying to find out what's next. Mm-hmm. And find out what do I do next. Because it's scary because it, like I said, it put me in a terrible place. I mean, it's I hate talking about it, but I was to the point where I didn't want to live anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was going to go take my life. And that's why I ended up in the hospital.
Yeah.
But obviously I'm here to talk about it.
Thank goodness.
So it's fucking crippling. Like it is.
Yeah.
And you just get so you can't let yourself get so invested in the why. And the why did this happen to me, and why didn't it happen to someone else? You gotta let that shit go.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of it
because it happened.
Yeah, you can't take it back.
Yeah, and you can't change it, whether it was something that maybe you did, or even if it was out of your control. It happened.
Yep.
And this isn't like some Marty McFly shit where we can go back to the future with the flux capacitor and change shit. Like, because if that was the case, everyone would be changing shit. Like the world wouldn't be what it is.
Yeah.
If that was the case. And so you can't change it. You can't. But what you can do is you can fix it going forward.
Yep.
And either A, if it was a, I guess, self-induced mistake.
Learn to prevent.
Right.
Yep.
How do we prevent it from happening again?
Yep.
Make sure it doesn't happen. But even if it wasn't your mistake, maybe it was someone else's, or maybe it was just one of those universe type things. Something just bad happened to you. We gotta find a way to push through that and move on through it.
Yeah.
Because you can't, like I said, you can't go back and change it.
Yeah.
As bad as we want to, and if you're listening to this and you're like, no, there's nothing in my life I wouldn't change, you're a fucking alien.
Oh yeah.
Or you're like, you're something from outer space. Because
shit, man, I could have changed how I did this morning.
Yeah, like everybody has something that they want to change, whether it's big or little.
Yes. And
so, like I said, I'm still working through it. Like I'm still trying to find out and work on things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's living with what happened. Like it happened. Now I got to move forward.
Yeah.
Like, and be better because of it, instead of let it take me down like it was, because I was in a bad fucking place.
Yeah.
So I think that's what, because there's not really like a label for that, but in a nutshell, that's what it is. And so it's hard, and it's an everyday process.
Yeah.
It's not easy. And
it can be, I don't want you to think about this too much, because it's not in the now. It's not something relevant. But some of these things that people go through, they sneak up on you 15, 20 years later.
Right.
So you definitely got to always keep a head swivel. Head on a swivel, head on straight, no matter what. I mean, that can be with anything.
Right.
Just because if you get too comfortable, it's another thing of like getting too comfortable in life.
Up,
something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're always doing something that makes you uncomfortable, because then you know you're aware.
And that's how you grow.
Ready.
That's how you grow. And I think like, you don't
tremendously.
You have to, at some point, you have to get out of your comfort zone. And this isn't just in the sense of like letting something bad happen to you, but if there's something you want to do, but you're kind of like, maybe not, because just fucking do it.
Yep.
Do it, because you're gonna thank yourself, because you're gonna grow from. You got a ghost in here, bro?
I'm pretty sure that was a gun or a firework, one of the two. Probably a firework.
I like barely heard it, but
I think it was a firework. They happen a lot over here.
I know my neighbors behind me have been like, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. They're shooting off fireworks, so you can't even fucking see them.
It's like fucking 3:00 now doing it.
But
3.
If you're debating on doing something and you're second guessing yourself, and unless you have a valid reason to not do whatever it is that you want to do, then do it.
Exactly.
Be uncomfortable, do it, because you're going to grow from it, and you're going to be better because of it, and you're going to thank yourself, because you might kick yourself in the ass, because you may, if you don't do it, however far in the future, whether it's soon or later, and you're going to kick yourself in the ass, be like, I should have done that.
Yeah. So it's like the last episode when I said I wish I did more.
Right.
I wish I tried out for baseball.
Right.
That's something very small. Allie, take her for example. She was like, when we first, started talking and dating, she was like, I kind of want to go to the Air Force. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Yeah. And then all of a sudden went for it.
Yeah. And now she's doing it.
Now she's fucking in it. She fucking hates it, but she's gonna enjoy it when she's done with tech school.
Yeah.
But she's
still gonna gain good stuff from it. Even though there's shit that she doesn't like. Same with Bubba. Like, he's not a big fan of it, but there's also shit that he he has gained because of it.
Yeah.
And he's going to continue to gain.
Yeah. She's learning a lot about life.
Exactly.
And that's
right.
that's the goal there.
Yeah, straight up.
And doing anything. You know, like I've dabbled in it. I'm always like, should I do it? Should I not? I always had a huge lean towards not doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's obviously not something I want to do.
Right.
And then so I always think about it like, oh, I'm going to dabble in something else. And I do. I always go for it. There's been nothing that I haven't like
done.
Not tried, you know?
Right.
So.
Yeah. And I think that's a big thing. Yeah. With that portion of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, like I said, you may not even have the chance to do it again.
It's facts.
It might be one of those things that you have the opportunity is present now.
Yeah.
But that might be a one and only opportunity. If you don't do it, then it'll really never be able to happen again.
Yep.
You may not get that second chance to try it again, whatever that might be for you.
Yeah.
But
have a higher risk life.
Yeah,
for
sure.
potential greatness.
Yeah. Like,
that's how I want to put that.
Now, if you're like, hey, should I go do some heroin tonight? No, you probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Don't be.
You don't
have to like apply it to everything and be like, I'm gonna go do some heroin.
Well, I've never done it before, so I'm gonna go ahead and go try some heroin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do some meth tonight. No, definitely not what we're talking about. But
influencing life in a positive way.
Right.
Obviously, that's our mentality. That's our ideology.
Yeah.
So don't get fixated on that negative.
Don't do stupid shit.
Yeah, don't do stupid shit.
And
that's not what we're promoting.
And it's hard. And I know we're gonna do like another. We want to do an episode on like mental health and stuff, and where we'll talk more about that kind of stuff. But
you want to say something? No. Okay.
You can hear.
No.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Lay down.
But like I said, we want to do an episode on that where we actually like go more in depth on some mental health stuff. But like I said, for me, it really is.
Oh. And we'll be right back. Hey y'all, T here. I just want to take some time out of this podcast to let you guys know that we have 3 drops coming for our merch set. The first drop is Off the Dome brand, and we also have the Unlock Your Character on your shirt. Now, the last drop is Don't Tread on Me. This one might offend some people. I honestly don't care. I know JD doesn't care, but we are going to release it anyway. So be on the lookout for all 3 of those drops. The guys should be ready to return to action. Tease out. Ayla.
For those of you now watching on YouTube or listening on YouTube, our camera fell. Ayla knocked it over. And
she's knocking you over now too.
Yeah, now she's trying to like attack me, but that's okay. So for me, that's what it is. For me, it's getting through, finding a way to get through this negative shit, and not focusing on, like I said, why it happened or why me, because it did happen. I can't change it, and now let's find a way to be better because of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm extremely thankful that you're not a lap dog, in case you were wondering.
She thinks she is.
I know.
100%.
I'm extremely thankful that the gyms are back open.
Me too.
Because if they weren't, I would probably. I still struggle, and that's the thing is like, don't think that you're not gonna struggle and that it just gets like one day everything's gone or like it's bright and sunny again. Like, I still struggle. There's still demons that I fight and I have a hard time with. Yeah. But you got to find the ways out and to fight them. And for me, it's the gym.
Yep.
And so I'm super thankful that the gym's back open and we just get to go in and throw heavy shit around. And that's my release.
Let it out.
So I'm like super thankful about that. So if you're listening and you're struggling with something going on in your life right now and it's like, man, like, why can't I get through this? Why am I stuck? Why this? Why that? Try and get rid of that why, but find your why.
Exactly.
Right? Find your why. And if that's the gym, then go kill it. Go to the gym, kill it. If it's drawing, do that. Like whatever it is gets you to release from everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And bring you back down. You gotta find that.
More than likely, it's gonna be a passion of yours.
Straight up, yeah.
And that's why we're so big on passion. Is because it's life.
Yeah.
Life is not meant to be work your 9 to 5, go home, go to bed, wake up, work your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It's meant to be more.
Yeah.
It's meant to be relationships. It's meant to be friendships. It's meant to be dogs, cats, whatever, iguanas, whatever your niche is.
Do it.
If you have
Find
one
it.
or two, you can
That's
have
okay.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
It's
You
just
can have
like
as many as you
it's
want.
just like we were talking about, like episode 1 or something. Find your passions. Have
Right.
as many passions as you want. Don't overload yourself to where you're stressed, because it's all
Right.
supposed to be enjoyable.
Right.
And when shit hits the fan, when life's negative, turn to those.
Yeah.
Turn to that shit, because it's huge. I always think of this as a great passion, hobby
Yeah.
of mine, because when we get to release a little
Right,
bit.
you get to talk.
Yeah. I mean, there's times where I'm very stressed out and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna go listen to our podcast.
Right.
Or shit, it's almost Saturday or it's almost Sunday. We're gonna go ahead and hit record.
Yeah.
And so there's so many avenues in life. Like you really got to try harder
Yeah.
to fucking do wrong.
Yeah.
And that's that, man. I
It
mean,
is.
you got any added? I'm gonna finish it
That
off
was it
there,
for me.
but it's thank you, Bubba, for real,
no, straight up,
some
dude.
real true life thoughts,
That was
talk
a good
shit. You opened up the true life, and you let these thoughts
you
talk.
did. Yeah, man.
I mean, for real, this is what it's about, and I'm kind of speechless on it, but
Yeah, for real. But if you, like I said, let us know what you guys think about this one. Drop us a comment, show us some love.
Yeah.
If you guys got something that you guys feel like you want to share or you want to talk about, we'll make sure that the email's up and you guys can shoot us an email.
Yep.
If that's something you guys are interested in. But we're going to continue to do stuff like this where we can get you guys involved. I like that word better.
Involved.
Yeah, involved.
We're not no participation trophy bullshit.
Yeah. So get you guys involved so we can do stuff like this, get some giveaways going and stuff. So shout out to Bubba for winning.
Yeah.
Awesome topic that you gave us. We'll be in contact with you and get your shirt ties and get all that stuff ready for you. So it'll your shirt will be custom for you. You're gonna be the only one with the shirt.
Dude, not even us are gonna have it.
Yeah, so
it is yours.
Yeah, it'll be only yours. You'll be the only one to have it. So I think that's like the real cool thing about this and that we're doing with it. So
And stay tuned for other opportunities like this,
straight
because there's always going to be an opportunity to have your own personal shirt, your own personal whatever it is, and be a part of the show.
Right. Yeah.
Without being on the show.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know. So
So let us know what you guys think about this episode. If you guys liked it, give us a thumbs up.
Yeah. Definitely, if you're on our podcast channel, head over and watch the video. It was a little messy today, but
It's all good.
the pups were here. And stay tuned for things like that. If if we're gonna have visuals on our YouTube, so if you're gonna go listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or whatever it is, great. Check out our YouTube as well, because we're gonna have stuff on there that's not on the podcast.
Like audio,
on the audio.
Yeah.
So there's always opportunities for new and awesome things going.
For sure. Cool guys. We'll see you next week on the mic.
Take care.